right? I don't know. I was just thinking to myself. It was when someone mentioned they should, give us some things or some money to cushion the effect of the losses that people might incur for not being able to go out and fend for themselves for like 3 days. Just remembered, yeah, that's true. Well, Harry, where are you calling from? Let's know. Please, you can send a message via WhatsApp to 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. And I'm asking you to tell me how the restriction of movement for 3 days is going to affect you personally. And second of all, are you even ready, preparing in any way for the National and Population Census? Oh my. National Population and Housing Census. Okay. All right. Let's see the messages here on WhatsApp. Afternoon, Constance. I'm not in any way preparing for the census. Thank God. Nigeria Info that always convinces me to take part in national activities is mute about the census. Uncle, how are we mute? Is that not the conversation for today? Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Anyway, so he says nobody is going to get me counted. If they want to do right, let them go back and make my votes count. And for restriction of movement affecting me, no way. I'm covered. I will stay indoor. Nigerian Info will my company. Dave, what is your cover? The blood of Jesus. So that's how we were just here on our own and we collected. Dave said that Nigerian Info is silent on the national census. Hell, it is well. We are not silent, Dave. And that is why I'm talking about it today, so that in case you're not even preparing, it's next week, all right? So in case they decide after the meeting with the federal government today that the population census is going to hold from the 3rd of May, you better be aware and you better get ready. It is for our own good. That's why they are counting everybody. I mean, we've had this conversation before now, how it's important to have this population census. Even the UN is more like advising that countries should do this every 5 years. Nigeria has not even done it for the past 10 years. Some countries have done it over and over every 10 years. I think Canada is one of those. And Nigeria has not even done 10 years. There are some places where they're doing 5 years. Harry is calling from where? Igbo Akara. Hi, Harry. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to the show.
Basically, it's not going to affect me, the 3 days, but the suggestion is, I think if it starts on Saturday, Sunday, let's say Monday, I believe the federal government is supposed to make that day a public holiday for everybody, for it to suit the restriction of movement. It's very, very important. And secondly, there are so many persons in this country due to the fact that our borders are very porous. And one of the concerns is these persons are not supposed to be counted as people who are Nigerians or part of the census, because I've seen so many persons who are not people from this country or people who are not still long enough to this country, a lot of documents in their name, and parading themselves as citizens of this country. So these are things that also need to be looked into while this exercise is going on.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Harry. The bitter truth is, without the restrictions of movement, the national population census will be a complete waste of time and money. It will affect us because our business is our source of money. Will they come with food stuff after counting we eat? Ezekiel Isaiah. Everything is not an immediate gain. Everything doesn't have to be like that. I mean, if we're discussing the national population census and we're already talking about, are they coming with food so that when we finish? I mean, is everything about food? I'm really sure it's not just about food. Yeah, some people just want to criticize this whole thing for the sake of, if it's something the federal government of Nigeria is doing and we don't condemn it, then why are we here? We just have to condemn everything. But you have to go beyond thinking about what is in it for me now and think about what is in it for me tomorrow. How is the census of today going to affect my tomorrow? That's the question you should be asking. What is even the need for a national population and housing census? Why are we doing it? All this while that we've not done it, have we all died? Okay, now that we want to do it, why are we even doing it? You should actually be asking, all right, what really is the reason for a national population and housing census? Not necessarily, are they coming with food? Seriously? All right, God's Power Igwe says, I will enjoy the 3-day movement restriction. It will be a moment to ensure members of my street and household are counted amongst Nigerians. It will also be an opportunity to visit friends and relatives. There is everything good in the 3 days. Okay. Yet another person here. With respect to census, enumerators and supervisors. Okay, with respect to census, enumerators and supervisors are yet to be trained. If census happens without this, then the whole census is a total deception to Nigerian people. So are you prepared? Are you preparing? Maybe not prepared, but are you preparing? You know, sometimes when we talk preparation actually starts from your mind. You start preparing for anything, whatever it is, even if it means going to work in the morning, right? You prepare from your mind, first of all. If you're thinking of going to bed at night, the preparation starts from your mind. You have to tell yourself, oh, okay, at social time, I'll be going to bed. So a mind preparation, first of all. I just shared with you that someone close to me did not even know that there was going to be a national population and housing census. And I thought that everyone around me knew. And it was like a shocker to me. All right, Kingsley is calling from Choba. Oh, wow. Kingsley, please do well to call back 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. And 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0003. Therefore, WhatsApp messages, do well to send them to 0809-030-6416. So why do we need to conduct this census? Because there is need for every sector in our country, be it education, health, every sector, to have basic data. And one way is to know how many people we have. So if we're saying that this number of people are out of school, or this number of people are the poor, or this number of people are, what's that word again, vulnerable, we should be sure of what we're talking about, or at least close to being sure. Hi, Kingsley.
Yeah, hi, Constance.
You're welcome. Go on.
Thank you. For me, the fact we sit at home, we see the decision of movement affect me personally because I'm a taxi driver.
Okay.
And I feed my family every day from what I get on the road.
Oh.
So imagine a situation whereby I don't go to work for 3 days. It's going to affect me. Because I'm driving is not my own. I do account every day for the own. So you can see how it will affect me.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling. I get what you're saying. I just looked at Facebook and I'm seeing something and it's quite funny. I'm seeing something definitely different from what I'm discussing. And I know it must have been some kind of error because that's not what I'm discussing. I'm not talking about influence. I'm not talking about self-assessments. That was the conversation last week. We're talking about restriction of movement. Hello, Gift from Ozuoba. All right, Gift. These errors, they just happen every now and then. And it's crazy, though. But it's all good. So how will the restriction of movement, 3 days restriction of movement, affect you personally, or maybe affect your family? How is it going to affect your business? In what way will you be affected if you are not able to go out the way you would normally go out? If you're not able to fend for yourself for 3 whole days, will you be okay? Will you be fine? How is it going to affect you? So if our government needs to really know the rate or level of unemployment in any particular area in the country, this is one way they would have to be sure, by counting the people. And it's not just that they are counting people, they're also asking some important questions. They will get to find out how much, maybe not necessarily the amount of money you earn, but they'll get to find out the status, the financial status of everybody that they are counting. Your age, educational level, and some other questions they'll be asking you. So these things would help them to plan ahead, to plan better. So this is more like getting the next government that's coming into power in a very good place, getting them to start well, because, I mean, they would have good data to run their government. Don't you think so? All right, commercial break. Oh, apologies, Martin. I can't take your call right now. I've got commercial break. I'll be back.
Port Harcourt AfriHealth Health Conferences and Exhibitions. Healthcare providers and entrepreneurs are invited to Port Harcourt AfriHealth
exempted. But everybody, it's not just for work and school people. They're not the only ones who are affected. Everybody is affected. So you're expected to stay home so that the enumerators would come to where you are and count you and then take your data. That's the plan. Because if you're moving all over the place, just imagine that some people are in the market, some are on the bus to somewhere, some other persons are driving to wherever. If people are just going about their normal business like they would every other day, how are they going to be counted? Yeah, really. Just imagine. For a few seconds, think about it. Anonymous says, supervisors and enumerators are yet to be trained. I applied for the job and not yet has been done. Is it that you didn't get the job or that you have not been trained? Please, restricting people from movement is not advisable. Well, the people that will suffer this heat is the people over in urban area. 3 days, no become chopo. What's your name? You didn't tell me your name. Ola from Port Harcourt says, good afternoon. The NPC are for our good, but how are they working with the National Orientation Agency to educate the public on the requirements in case of data's need? Brothers and sisters overseas, if need be, to assist them in registering. Why would they be counting your brother and sister in the overseas? Is the person living here? If the person is not here in the country, why should we be counting you? If the person does not live here, why would anybody count someone who has jackpot? Like, you're no longer here. Why should we be counting you? We're counting people that live here, people that are here. All right. Now, if you're thinking of traveling to your village, you don't have to, because if they're making plans for people in Port Harcourt, you will be exempted. So you better be here where you live so that you will be counted. What type of census is this? Counting where you are resident or where you are from, Chike? It is where you are resident that you will be counted, but they will take data about where you are from. All right? From you. They will get that. Thank you very much. All right. I have just a few seconds now. Okay. So Anonymous insists they have not been trained. All right. Well, we'll wait till at least before the end of today to hear from the National Population Commission chairman, who said they will be meeting with the federal government to be sure that they will continue with the census on the 3rd of May. My name is Constance. We have the news, trending stories coming right up.
Nigeria Info. You talk, we listen.